Greetings from Prince Edward Island. I'm in Charlottetown, the capital city of the tiniest province in all of Canada. Giant head in a tiny province. Maybe cutest province though, who are we kidding? I'm squinting into the sun. It's not even that sunny, but I've only just woken up and my pupils aren't dilated yet. It takes me about 4.5 hours to get the pupils dilating, and they dilate individually, which is bothersome. So usually when I'm traveling, I vlog with my little, hey, I'm trying to do a thing here. I'm here on the East Coast because I'm doing a couple of shows. Today I'm doing a private show, and then I travel to Halifax and do a show at Casino Nova Scotia there. So I thought I'd shoot a little travel vlog, and here's the thing, I'm going to shoot the whole thing on my new iPhone. Normally I shoot with a little Canon SL2 or a T7i that I take on the road with me, but I got the new iPhone 11 Pro, and the cameras are fantastic. Stabilization particularly is fantastic. First of all, dig the stability. This is just me holding my phone on a little kind of selfie stick thing. If I was using my old iPhone 8, it would be similar to this. But dig that stability. The microphone is good, except it's kind of a super powerful omnidirectional microphone. So you'll see I'm using this. I'm just using my little Rode Wireless Go. It's a little windy out here, so it's got the little fluffy puffy muff on top of the thing. I believe that's the technical, that's what they call it in the industry, the fluffy puffy muff. It's not like I have a fuzzy chest. If you just get that in the shot, you're like, get a load of 1982 Tom Selleck. I get that a lot. So join me as I take a little tour around the East Coast. I mean, it's not much of a tour, 2 stops, but also a drive in between. PEI, then driving to Halifax, doing a show. Maybe there'll be a Q&A at the end of the show in the casino. I don't know. Anyway, whole thing is going to be shot on my new iPhone 11 Pro. There's a guy just clanging metal around for some reason. Another one of the great things about this phone is it's got the ultra wide lens. Like, that's a pretty cool shot, right? But get a load of that. And telephoto. Yeah, missed it. Try again. Better. It's the world's biggest calendar behind me. It's good to have that kind of information at your fingertips. Well, this is kind of nice. The good news is, apparently, this is all we need. All right, that was Charlottetown. Well, not really. That wasn't all of... Charlottetown has more to offer than that. That was just what you saw me noodling around some of the touristy areas of Charlottetown. Beautiful city. If you get a chance, check it out. All right, here we go. Off to Halifax now. Oh, this is a good test for the low light conditions. Not great with a low light, huh? Ah, well, who cares? We're off to Halifax. Okay, I'm just jumping in quickly to interrupt. I wanted to clarify my last statement. By the way, you can see I'm back home now in my game room studio. But I wanted to clarify that last statement about low light. You know, all things considered, the iPhone 11 Pro performed really well. If you could have seen the actual low light condition that I was in an underground parkade, almost zero light at all. And with the iPhone 11, it was still, you were able to see my face. You know, post-processing, HDR, all that kind of stuff that it does internally, you could actually see my face. If I had shot with any previous generation iPhone, you wouldn't have been able to use it at all. My point is, how often are you shooting in that kind of low light condition anyway, right? What are you, a ninja? What are you doing, a documentary about vampires? Turn a light on for the love of fudge. All right, let's get back to the regular video. Oh, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to be giving one big wrap-up summation of my thoughts on vlogging with the iPhone 11 Pro. So stick around to the end. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to this channel. Click the little bell notification. That way you won't miss anything. All right, back to the video in which we head to Halifax and I stop to test the built-in microphone on the iPhone 11 Pro. Okay, I've just pulled over because A, we're going to test the built-in iPhone microphone because I don't have the other one hooked up now. And B, I just wanted to give you a heads up that what we're about to do now is cross the Confederation Bridge. This is the longest bridge spanning any frozen water. Although it's not frozen right now, but any water that freezes, this is the line. It's almost 13 kilometers long. Crosses the ocean, crosses the strait between Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick. It's the longest bridge over freezing water. Impressive enough that I believe Simon and Garfunkel wrote a song about it. The bridge over freezing water, something. I'm not up on my music. I'm not up on any of the music over the last 60 years. Okay, I didn't shoot any actual footage as I was crossing the Confederation Bridge because illegal. It's very illegal. Signage everywhere about how illegal it is to use your phone while you're driving. It's very unsafe. It's not a wide bridge, so pay attention. So I didn't shoot any footage. But it's a bridge over water. There's a lot of water on either side, if you could imagine that. A lot of sky and then some manner of asphalt bridge underneath the tires. That's the nuts and bolts of it. And I got to the other side through New Brunswick into Nova Scotia and made it to Halifax to the casino. And when you see me on stage in this video for the Q&A, the audio, I'm using just a little Rode Lav mic that goes into the wireless Go transmitter, and then the receiver is on top of the phone. So it's a much smaller, tidier audio setup instead of having a big shotgun microphone wobbling around on top of your DSLR. It's a very nice, concise setup. Okay, here we are, Halifax Casino. Bit my tongue. Holding the opening, we just found out we're holding the opening 3 or 4 minutes. This is Mace Galoni's here with me at the Casino Nova Scotia. He's going to be opening up the show, bringing the heat. Are you jazzed?
Oh, I can't wait.
Have you ever played this room before, Mace?
No, I haven't.
Mace has done all kinds of festivals, though. Halifax Comedy Festival?
Yep.
Just for Laughs?
Yep.
What else? Other festivals?
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg?
What was it? The Border City Comedy Festival? I think it was short-lived.
So it sounds like a comedy festival for cowboys. The Border City. This is Matt over here. He runs this joint. I don't know if he's dialed in with the mob or what, but he's clearly everybody's very afraid of him.
I'm an intimidating guy, you know.
I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Are you okay with that, Matt?
Oh, I love YouTube.
I won't if you say no. See? Nobody can say they didn't know they were being filmed. This is a cagey producer move on my part. I send that ahead of wherever I'm performing and they stick that into the wall. Let me get this going for a second. Do I even have things working? It seems to be working. I have no staff. This is me. I walked here from the hotel tonight and somebody was like, why are you walking here? Don't you have an entourage? I was like, do you understand Canadian show business at all? So normally when I do these little Q&As, and by the way, if you don't want to be, I can't see you right now. Towards the end, I might do this kind of thing. What-a? But if you're here and you don't want to be seen, right? Maybe you're here with somebody you shouldn't be. Like I don't know. I don't know what kind of filth goes on here in Halifax. I don't want to get in the middle of your business. I don't want to get all up in your who's-its and your what's-its. But anyway, just, bury your face in their crotch or something if you need to hide. Normally when I do this, it's a bigger rig. I have a DSLR camera with a shotgun mic on top of it, and it gives, great image, but it's quite, by the end of it, I'm like. So I always thought I want to have something smaller that I can do this with, but smartphones weren't very good. Anyway, I got this is the new iPhone 11, and the front-facing camera is now just as good as the rear-facing camera, and it's got these 3 on the back. So we can do a wide-angle lens. Oh, there we go. All right, another quick interruption here because I accidentally turned the phone off. I just want to let you know my thumb hit the phone. I turned it off for about a minute, and then I recognized that fact and turned it back on. So that you'll pick the video up there. All you need to know for the rest of the clip to make sense is that I had been talking to a guy from the audience who was working as a butcher. He was working as a butcher to see how he liked that as a way of life. All right, I think the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. Well, good luck in the butchery. And if it doesn't pan out, serial killer, right? You can just transfer. These skills can transfer. Fantastic. A lot of options. Do you have your own butcher shop?
No.
I like how you had to think of that for a second. I killed the real owner, so it's mine in a way. Not the paperwork isn't in order, but I got the keys. That's what you're. Any other questions?
Do you have a TV show coming up?
Do I have a TV show coming up? Corner Gas Animated has got me swamped. That's taking me up morning, noon, and night right now. I heard Mace tell you that we just got renewed today. We were able to announce season 3 of Corner Gas Animated is coming out. And the same day, we were able to announce that we're now streaming in the States. Corner Gas Animated has never streamed in the States before. And so now season 1 and 2 are on in the States on IMDb TV. Exclusively, and not just animated now, because it was the live action show and the movie were on Amazon Prime, and now it's moved from Amazon Prime to the whole thing. Live action, movie, and animated are all now. Every bit of Corner Gas is now on IMDb TV. But here in Canada, you just stream it on Crave. Let's all get together after this and watch a couple episodes. What the hell you say? We just go back to my hotel room, we get in the tub, fire up the iPad. I don't know if I was still on. That was a real test of the wide-angle lens, because I looked up and the camera was way the hell over here. I bet I'm still in the shot. And I was still indeed in the shot. Very ugly angle, but that's a super wide lens. I don't think I would regularly use the ultra wide lens in that situation. I would probably just use the regular lens. So you get a better sense of where you are within the camera frame if you just use the regular lens. But that's one of the amazing things about this iPhone 11 Pro. Here's my wrap up and summation. Can you vlog with it? Absolutely you can. You're never going to get as good a footage with this as if you had like a high-end DSLR with a ton of great glass, all those fancy lenses that you use. But that's about 90 pounds of gear that you're hauling around. I've hauled around a lot of camera gear 3-4 days. My back is killing me. And I'm not a cinematic guy. You're never going to be watching these vlogs because of how stunningly beautiful the cinematography on my videos are. You watch these videos if you like to see a dumbass try to be a smartass. That's the nuts and bolts of what I do in these videos. So is this good enough for that? Absolutely. This is far more than I need for that kind of thing. For me, the big winning factor is that the front-facing camera is now as good as a rear-facing camera. So I can look into the camera, the selfie lens, see where I am in the frame, and still have, if I want, 4K footage. Now, I'm never going to shoot 4K. Because it's impractical. When I'm on the road, I want to be able to transfer files quickly. 1080 is plenty. 4K just takes too long. It's too burdensome to work with transferring these 4K files. Also, some faces maybe shouldn't be in 4K. Do you really need every detail of this mug? 1080 is plenty. The other amazing thing about the iPhone 11 Pro, I think the 11 has it, and not just the Pro, is that stability. You saw it early in the video when I was walking, and the camera does such an amazing job in-house, in the camera, of stabilizing that video. It's way better than I ever imagined you could get from a phone. And so that in and of itself makes this worth it for me. The other thing I like about it is the multiple camera lenses, wide, normal, telephoto. They're handy to have. Am I going to use them a lot? Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them, as my mother used to say when she was talking about vlogging. And the built-in mic is very good in terms of quality. It's a stereo mic, so in certain situations, it's fantastic. The problem is it's quite sensitive and it picks up everything. I think that's what it's meant to do, is to really pick up the ambience. But when you're vlogging, if you're out and about in the wild, you're out around traffic and around other people, you don't always want it to be picking up everything. So I do recommend using something else, like the Rode Wireless Go that I had, or a directional mic that you can pop on top of your rig. I recommend that. In fact, I'm going to be doing another video here in the very near future about my new condensed rig, how I travel and vlog, what gear I travel with so that it's nice and tight and compact when I'm on the road doing stand-up, traveling around doing vlogs. I'll do another video about that. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for that and for any other video that comes up. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all those kind of things. And if you're down in the States, make sure you check out IMDb TV. That's where you can find Corner Gas starting October 15th, 2019. Corner Gas, animated, live action, the movie, everything. Every bit of Corner Gas we've ever done is going to be on IMDb TV starting October 15th, 2019. Season 3 won't be on there yet because we're just in the process of making that right now, but I assume eventually it will be on there. All right, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching these videos. We'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. You look great, by the way. Is that a new shirt?